Alright, so as of recently, I actually read and caught up to the recent chapter of Fairy Tail, and although the writing may not be something I'm enjoying per se, as Acnologia is being written horrendously right now, there is something that I do want to touch on. Anna Heartfilia. Now, recently, she made an appearance literally out of nowhere, happened to be on the Blue Pegasus ship and whatnot, and as much as it was out of the blue, it seemed incredibly stupid that she didn't intervene when she first found the Dragon Slayers, as you know about her backstory, how the Dragon Slayers and her were scattered, and she somehow found the Dragon Slayers but never intervened with them. In general, it just seemed incredibly convenient for the plot, and I want to give Hiro Mashima the benefit of the doubt here. As much as I hate the Alvarez arc, he's written some good past arcs. I will give him that, and that's why I love Fairy Tail. The past arcs are amazing, and I think that he could possibly have something up his sleeves as in terms of Anna. Now, I gotta say, before I get into this theory, I have to say that this is not actually my theory. My friend Axel did a video, reacting to the recent chapter, Fairy Tail chapter 531 at this current point in time of making the video, and a comment coming in from Exandarium, I can't say names for shit, and this theory has really brought to light because of this person, so I can't take credit for this theory at all. I have to go ahead and give him credit. Again, I'm not going to say his name because I have fucking butchered that shit. Nevertheless, though, I felt as if it was a possible theory that Hiro Mashima could actually be writing into Fairy Tail and be writing Fairy Tail in this certain direction. So without further ado, I want to go and share this theory. Now, to start this off, to me, Anna seems like an incredibly suspicious character. Now, we saw within the recent chapter that even Jalal, of all people, is suspicious of Anna and if he can trust her or if he can't trust her. And when we saw the past of Anna as well, and how she and the Dragon Slayers were separated, it literally just added fuel to the fire. It made literally no sense whatsoever, made no logical sense, and it seemed all too convenient for the plot that Anna wouldn't approach the Dragon Slayers to begin with, even after finding them, because she didn't want to disturb them. Like, that makes no sense. The primary goal of the Dragon Slayers was to take care of Acnologia, to get them the fuck out of there, but without Anna, they wouldn't know that. Going back to Jalal's suspicion of Anna, though, within the recent chapter, it was incredibly random, to say the very least, came out of nowhere. Acnologia was just chasing them, and Jalal's like, you are a little bit suspicious. However, I think Jalal may be onto something. Now, giving Hiro Mashima the benefit of the doubt, because that's what we're doing here. We're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt to fix this writing. It would make sense that the flashback we saw of Anna meeting Layla, Anna coming out of Eclipse, simply never happened. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, what if this flashback simply was not accurate and never happened to begin with? What if Anna never passed through the Eclipse Gate along with the Dragon Slayers and died over 400 years ago? Now, you're likely thinking that I'm absolutely crazy, just lost my shit after taking a break from Fairy Tail after I'm saying this. However, after I explain where I'm going with this, I think you guys will understand why I believe this is possible. To explain this, I'm going to need to draw your attention over to the original silhouette for the Spriggan 12. We saw an outline for a character that just seemed all too familiar, a character that we saw within a past arc who seemed to be of somewhat of an acquaintance with the main antagonist of the Alvarez arc. You all know his name, Zeref Dragneel. But let me ask you a question. Do you remember the character named Obra, the character that we saw during GMG, who was a part of the Raven Tail Guild, a dark guild that was actually supposed to rival that of Fairy Tail during the Grand Magic Games, but was later on disqualified? Well, Obra later on was seen with Zeref, right as Zeref and Mavis had the encounter that foreshadowed the Alvarez War. And when you compare the ominous character that we saw in the silhouette to Obra, it honestly seems to match up. Now, considering the fact that Obra was as well acquainted with Zeref from what we saw, and considering the fact that we see a character that's yet to appear within the entire Alvarez arc within the silhouette, that again is almost a perfect match to Obra. What if this character was Obra? Now, Obra is capable of changing certain parts of his body to match that of other people. For example, what we saw during GMG when he was taunting the Fairy Tail Guild by his head turning his head into Wendy's head. Although this is all we've seen thus far when it comes to Obra's magic, I still think that he's capable of much more. And what if Obra is possibly capable of taking over the form of other people entirely, stemming off of this magic that we saw during GMG? Now, you may be picking up on where I'm going with this by now, but what if Anna's true identity is actually that of Obra, relating back to why Jalal was suspicious of Anna and was questioning his ability to trust her to begin with, on top of the incredibly peculiar timing that we see her come into this war? What if Obra is disguised as Anna and is essentially acting as if he's a part of the alliance between Fairy Tail and Blue Pegasus, but in all actuality is working alongside Zeref, disguised as Anna Heartfilia? Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below of this video. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave this video a like and subscribe if you're new. Peace.